Rice to Arsenal, we've all known it's a rumour since January, and as the months have gone by, we've just thought, yeah, this just has the feel of a done deal around it. When Arsenal played West Ham, I was like, okay, I'm on Rice watch. Is he going to shake Arteta's hand? What's going on? He ended up swapping shirts with Odegaard. I took that as a sign. You know, as soon as the Conference League final happened, I thought, right, in a week I'll be wearing an Arsenal shirt, no problem. Arsenal lowball the bids a little bit. I think it's because West Ham increased their fee after the European final. Last Thursday, news broke that City were going to bid. We didn't see any news of a bid. Nothing actually ended up happening. On Friday, there was news that Arsenal were going to make a third bid. None of that ended up happening. And then, I think Monday night, Man City finally do bid. It's 80 plus 10. It's basically Arsenal's second bid. Gets rejected. And Arsenal on the Wednesday night on Tuesday night, eventually do their third bid. And it is 100 mil plus 5 in add-ons. And it's not been accepted. The news coming out now is that it's not been accepted, but there are negotiations taking place on the payment structure, and they think a deal can be finally made. The one thing I do want to say is that we don't really realise this, is that the news broke five days ago, and then it's coming out now. Like, we need to realise there is a real gap. We are always about 5 days behind what's actually happened.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, we shouldn't try, okay. There are always people on Twitter who claim they know what's going on, right? There are always people on Twitter, but like, I've seen a couple of accounts which have got this bang on 4 days ago, and they've just said the news is way behind. We bid, and I saw someone 3 days ago say our bid will absolutely wipe Man City's out of the water, and I think, judging by the fee, I think it has. And you know, we are always about 5 days behind. I think this deal is close to being done. It'll be a monumental signing, and I've never loved a player so much and him not play for my club. And then for him to actually sign for my club makes it better. Plus, he's featuring a captain. So.
Decky Bear, I remember you two calling him that a couple
Money
years
makes.
ago. Yeah.
Decky Bear and Money makes.
That's a conversation for a point.
With the Rice thing, I mean, there's a lot to unpack with Declan Rice as well. I mean, as well as with those bids, I think the reason why West Ham have been so kind of, you know, they've rejected the Arsenal's 2 bids, they've rejected Man City's. I mean, with Arsenal, I think it's a little bit of the add-ons were a little bit unrealistic. Was that the case?
They don't like. The thing is, we could put the same add-ons as Man City, and for us they'd be unrealistic. And for them they'd be realistic.
Well,
if we go win Premier League, they go no chance. Man City, they go, well, that's a guaranteed money, you know. But
genuinely,
and that's just how it is.
And I do respect that. So I think when we're bidding for a player like Rice, with like a club like West Ham who know the Premier League well, don't make the add-ons. We're going to win the Premier League.
We need to make them like appearance based.
Like top 4 next season, we'll give you a couple of million. That is a good.
It needs to be qualified for Champions League.
Getting Rice over the line right now is way more important than not overpaying. If we have to overpay,
I don't think I think in the current market, I think he is an amazing footballer.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 years left on his deal, which makes the fee more arguable. If he had 1 year left, I think we're way overpaying. And in the current market, we just have to accept people are just expensive. And if Arsenal are going to overpay on a target this summer, Declan Rice is a target you overpay on. Because if that means we miss out on Lavia, so be it.
Yeah,
which would be a great signing, but
I mean, there's a difference between Arsenal and Man City's interest for Rice as well.
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal's midfield is about to go through a massive change-up. Xhaka's on his way out to Bayer Leverkusen. We're wanting to offload Thomas Partey, understandably.
Yeah.
And with Rice, it's kind of like he would slot into that really, really nicely. He's so experienced in the Premier League already. He's experienced with England. That's another homegrown talent in the squad as well. It would just be fantastic. You know, he could step into Arsenal right now, and he won't be, but he could be our captain. He could do it.
I don't think he would be, but the rumour is that apparently we've said you could be at some point our captain.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think, I'll be honest, he steps and he becomes instantly part of our leadership group. He replaces Xhaka and becomes another vice.
And the space for Declan Rice at Arsenal, and the space for him to grow into the project at City, for me right now. I mean, alongside the rumours that we've heard of, I saw on The Athletic this morning, that Pep Guardiola would actually like, not Rice to replace Rodri, because Rodri's not going anywhere, but to replace Ilkay Gundogan. And Ilkay Gundogan and Declan Rice, like,
it's not like for like. I do think Rice can play in that role.
He could.
And when we were first linked with him, I thought, is he going to replace Xhaka? But I think now there's links of Thomas Partey away, and we've signed Kai Havertz, which is basically done. That got leaked all on Twitter last night, by the way. I've watched his interview already.
Wow.
And Arsenal haven't even released it. Whoever works their social media team is going to get sacked. But basically, I think...
I just think Rice... But I mean, we also know part of the deal that Rice prefers Arsenal apparently himself, but also it's kind of the interest from Man City to me right now just screams a little bit of the like, we need to protect the Premier League, we need to protect us dominating the league, let's not let Rice go to Arsenal and let's snap him up like we did Calvin Phillips.
I think Arsenal, if we bottled Declan Rice, or sign him, either way, it's very symbolic.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's winning over Man City, it's getting that hot English talent from a lower club in the Premier League. And there's nothing really like him in the Premier League.
No.
Of the age, of the experience, of the stature, of the leadership qualities that he has. And for Arsenal, he goes in and instantly becomes one of our most important players, one of our most crucial players. And we've been talking to him since January. He knows he has a perfect role in this team lined out for him. We have personally made a gap in this team. Perfect for him. And I think he has to sign for Arsenal. I'll be honest, when the first news of Man City came in, my confidence went from 100 to 0.
Yeah.
And then I let a few days pass by, and now I'm back at like 95% confident because they haven't rejected the bid instantly. The last 2 bids were rejected immediately. This wasn't. And that tells me, I don't think Man City are bidding again, personally, because they're in for Gvardiol, which I'm guessing we'll talk about a bit. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of money. They can't go in 100 mil for 2 people. Because they've got charges on their head right now. They've got to be a bit careful. So I think they go in for Gvardiol. They've already got Kovacic. They've got just signed a midfielder.
And Kovacic,
let us have our fun. You know, let us sign someone good for once. Come on.
Another point as well, though, Ilkay Gundogan and Kovacic, they are the same player. Like Gundogan is better, but I think they have the same kind of.
They have similar qualities. Similar.
They're box-to-box midfielders. They've got great technical ability, and I think that just makes sense. Declan Rice isn't Kovacic. They are different players.
Also, Declan Rice is 6'4".
Exactly. That's my main.
He's a defensive powerhouse.